I was too busy focusing on the next project. Right, arrows, let's fix these. Straight on, right, right. Why then? Why can't Chuck Norris use the internet? Because he won't submit. Dude.
Cup of tea?
You like that one, don't you, Esther? Thank you for the bits. So I'm just trying to focus on getting this thing right. This is one of the more awkward ones. This one requires loads of fixing up. Yikes. Okay. Alrighty then, that's some serious infrastructure. Yeah, JK, that was Mrs. Squirrel. There's one where she goes, cup of tea, and then, you want some cake? And she sounds so northern, it hurts. Right then, let's see what we got here. Suburban. We're gonna have to have some residents here as well. I think I might build some residency and some. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Yes, I do. That's Rome. 2 bags of cement are walking along the street. One of them goes, sigh, it started to rain. The other replies, don't whine about it. You get hard from a bit of rain. Thank you, Rome. Thank you, I said. Two-lane, one way with trees. That's what we want. Train. Station. The dad jokes are real. Yoshi, it's been like this all day, mate. Why then? Why did the can crusher quit his job? Because it was so depressing. Oh! Oh! Ay, ay, ay.
some kick?
This one is very magnificent also. It is. Mrs. Squirrel at her finest, sir. Thank you. Oh, game, don't do that. There we go. You should thank Mrs. Squirrel. You should thank Whiteland. I think he was the one who clipped it. Is this Skylines? Yeah. What do you think that? What do the people of EU think of cars having hardcore speed limiters in 2022? JK, they've already got speed limiters currently, like 155. If you buy an Audi RS4, its speed limits it to 155. You can spend £1,500 and have it unlocked, so it goes up to 185. But what you're talking about is GPS tracked speed limits, which are not hard speed limits. They are, you can disable the system when you start the car. However, the cars come with a black box, which means your speeds are recorded as you drive all the time. And therefore, if you have an accident, then the insurance can take the black box info and look to see who's liable. You know, you can imagine a scenario where they don't even need cameras, because if the black boxes have got exact timestamps, which I'm sure they will because they're GPS tracked, right? So they've got GPS timed info, they can see your speed and direction, and therefore they can easily like work out a collision. When you say, oh, I pulled out here and then he did this, they're like, no, this happened. We can tell from two black boxes what happened. They're going to make them read the signs and have the car cut power. No, they're going to make them read the signs to get the speed limit, and they're going to use GPS information to get the speed limit, and they are not going to cut the power. You can override it, but you can disable the system when you start the car. But the next time you start the car, you'll have to disable it again. But at some point, understand that your insurance company is going to say to you, your insurance is invalid if the speed limiter has been disabled. You know that's going to happen. So it'll be a case of this thing won't stop you from turning it off, but if you turn it off, there's going to be consequences. That's what's going to happen.
Cup of tea?
Please, Night Talk, I wouldn't mind a cup of tea, my man. Thank you for the bits. Thanks for your support, guys. Much appreciated. Ultimately, if you take this to its natural conclusion, driving will be like fiercely controlled very, very soon. It'll barely be enjoyable. And at that point, you probably are going to get a self-drive car anyway, because you won't want to flipping drive it, because it's not even any fun. Oh, I've gone 1 mile an hour over the speed limit. Alarm bells. Your favourite part of the stream, cup of tea. Cup of tea. bet racetracks will become very popular because they'll be like the only place you can go where you can actually have a bit of fun in a car. Wyland, why did the developer go broke? Because he used up all his cash. Oh, tech joke, Wyland. What's the point in buying a performance car in the EU after 2022? Well, I mean, let's be pedantic about this, JK. What's the point in buying a performance car now? Yeah, because what you're saying there is, if I buy a performance car now, I can go and break the speed limit and not get caught. If I buy a performance car after 2022, I can break the speed limit, but I'll probably get caught. So the only difference is really whether you're going to get caught, isn't it? No, I trimmed the beard. I don't let it get any longer. Baz, Audi RS4 is limited to 155 as standard. Yeah, it's a £1,480 option for Audi to remove the speed restriction. I'm not joking. Yeah, if you want a combustion in your car, buy one now and enjoy it for a while, because in 10 years' time you'll be struggling to find a diesel pump, that's for sure, and the petrol pumps will be replaced by electric chargers. So, no, it's not only in the UK; it's an EU thing. Speed limits are arbitrary, not related to the actual safe speed, just a cash grab. You know how it works. How do you drive? Do you either drive over the speed limit, you drive 5 to 10 over the time? Yeah, the way I've always viewed speed, and this is a very, very diverse subject, isn't it? Because, you know, you've got your purist view, where no excuse is the punchline, no excuse for speeding, no excuse. I've always taken a more kind of sensible view of, if I'm driving around a built-up area, or with the schools, or there's people, like, I stick to the speed limit. If I get out on an open road, you know, and I can see 2 miles in front of me, straight, nothing coming the other way, like, you know, if I'm doing 5 miles an hour over the limit, really? Really? If I'm doing 10 over the limit, like, you know. And everybody does it. You get on the motorway and everybody's flying past at 85, you know, with the 70 limit. So you know that tons of people are doing it. I mean, if you're doing 75 on a British motorway, the cop isn't going to pull you over. Why? Because he'd have to pull over 80% of the motorway if he did that. And they know it. So it's just like, it's tolerated as long as, you know, the conditions are okay and all the rest of it. But if you start going silly, then you deserve it. You can go 85 on the M25 easily, Landon. I drove back round the M25 today and there were plenty of people overtaking me and I was doing 75, 70. It's all about, you know, common sense, but unfortunately, as someone's pointed out before, common sense isn't that common. So, you know. You got to be pragmatic about these things. I mean, even the police can be pragmatic. Most speed cameras don't go off at the speed limit, do they? They always allow a margin and then they go off. Is that road wide enough? Baz, what I wanted to say, that even all cars are limited to 155, it's still legal to do that speed in Germany, so they would sell cars with lowered speed limiters than the car's performance do. No one would buy it here, as it's 155, it's not illegal. Baz, do you know why they have the 155 limit? Do you know where that comes from, Baz? It basically comes from pressure from the EU on the car manufacturers, where they basically said to them, if you don't implement a voluntary speed limit of some sort, then the chances are we will end up legislating this, and then you'll end up with a much lower speed limit. And so they all went, right, we're going to do that 155, and then we're going to set a stupid price to flick a switch in your software to unlock it. So, you know, that limit comes from the manufacturers. It's not a piece of legislation. It's a voluntary limit they put in place. Actually, I'm going to leave that. I reckon we can put something here. Like, as in some kind of monument type thing. And then we'll see what happens. In Belgium, you can go 6k over the speed limit for up to 90 and 6% over the speed limit. Well, over here, Rome, they don't have any official numbers. But 10% plus 2 is not a bad figure. If you stay within that, chances are you'll be alright, but if you're driving past a speed camera, are you really going to play that game? Well, that's what I'm saying, Elite Zombie. There is no official figure. If you ask the police, are they limited? You know, do speed cameras go off at the speed limit, or do they go off at like 10% plus 2 or 10% plus 5? They're not going to answer the question. Because if they actually told you that, then people would play the system. So they don't tell you. But everybody knows that the cameras don't, like, they have to allow a certain margin of error, because people's speedos are not calibrated. Like, they're only calibrated when they leave the manufacturer. They're not calibrated after. And older cars will often have really dodgy ones. $70 limit is ridiculous in the UK anyway. I've even shifted to 6th gear at that speed. My normal cruising is 100 mile an hour daily. I don't know what to say, Baz. I think, aren't you the only country that has speed limits like that, Baz? What other country, Baz, what other country has the speed limits that Germany has? I reckon if we get a train line up now, we can start making this happen fairly quickly. Create a line. Where should we go? Let's go to here. Wait, I thought I'd click that. Ooh, these trains going to get blocked. A new line. That's why I wouldn't create it. See how that gets on. You mean we don't have speed limits at many sections at all? I can fly down Nuremberg to Munich. No, that wasn't my question, Bez. You said that the 70 limit in the UK is ridiculous. That's what you said. Now I'm saying to you, what other country allows the same speed limits as Germany does. Because I'm pretty certain that most of them follow something similar, not exactly, but similar to the UK. I don't think the UK is alone in having speed limits on the motorway of like 70 miles per hour. In fact, if you go to America, Baz, go to America, and in California, the speed limit on the interstate is 55 miles an hour. And you know that because you play American truck. I would argue that that's ridiculous, especially considering how big America is. When I was on the roads in the California, it was a 55 limit. Yeah, but every state in America does it differently, don't they? That's kind of the point. It's a very American thing, is all the states do things differently. Uh-oh. It's okay. Should be all right. Nobody goes the speed limit on freeways. When I was in America, I kind of felt like a lot of cars that were driving around were actually sticking to the speed limit. I was quite surprised. Reducing speed reduces traffic jams. Well, yeah, I mean, it depends whack-a-day. Like with the M25 and the smart things, they lower the speed limit down if there's more traffic because the average speed goes up. It works as long as everybody does it, you know? We're in the US, California and Nevada. So San Francisco area and Las Vegas area. But when I went south out of San Fran, a lot of people were driving at the speed limit. I don't know if that's common. Less satisfactory video. Not sure. You hate the M25. You had a 7-hour drive from Edinburgh and then waited an hour for traffic after coming off the M40. It depends, Matty. I mean, the M25, it really depends what time of day you drive. All right, Leonard, good night. Don't forget, tomorrow's stream starts a little bit late. Probably maybe only an hour late, but it'll start a touch late. And it won't be because I forgot to get out of bed or set my clock. I can just imagine people at 1 o'clock going, lol, Squirrel didn't put his clock forward. Nope. Let's build some commerce here and see what happens. They could even build office space. I bet they can't get any workers. Good night, network. Your experience, the M25 biggest cause of traffic, barring overwhelming weight of people doing 60 or less in the middle lane and lorries overtaking. I would argue, Molly, there's more than one reason. Another reason is traffic in the UK on a motorway, for some stupid reason, thinks that they should sit in the rightmost lane and not the left. And we're talking like the worst ones. The worst ones are the ones who sit in lane 3 or lane 4 and they do 70 miles an hour on the motorway. And they, in their righteous little minds, are like, hey, I'm doing the speed limit. I am allowed to sit in lane 3 and 4. I ain't moving for you. I know there's nobody over here, but I'm not moving left because I like this lane. And I'm doing 70. So what are you going to do about it? And there's like a row of cars behind him going, yeah, I actually want to go faster. Yeah, but I'm doing the limit. You can't argue with the guy who's doing the limit. Oh my God. Like, I'm okay with them if they want to do the speed limit. But for the love of God, move over and let the people who don't pass. Because all you're doing is creating a huge row of cars behind you and making people really mad. And all they end up doing is dropping down a lane and then undertaking them. And you're not allowed to undertake in the UK, so then they're breaking the law. It's bizarre behaviour. But ask anybody that drives on a motorway in the UK and they will tell you this is ridiculously common. The Bowdens, thank you for 29. Right, let's drop a bit of commerce in, see what happens. Let's maybe go on this side of the road. Let's drop an office in as well. The highway code and the way that you're taught in the UK all say keep to the left, basically, you know, overtake and then move back over. That's what it says. But like, so many people drive so badly that they don't do that. Well, Baz, that's exactly, it's the same as the UK, Baz, except over here people don't get fined for it. Feeling better after the rant, Beaker? You can tell I've been on the motorway today, can't you? I'll be going again tomorrow. It just frustrates me so much. Right, they've got a train line, so maybe they can get some people coming shopping here. I'm not sure. My biggest concern right now is how to get a cargo link from here. I've got to somehow smash through this thing, and then I've got to route it all the way over here to the industry. That's going to be a problem. I don't want to take a train line this way. The cargo line's going to have to run almost around the outside of the map. Without that, we're not going to have any kind of cargo link. There's loads of YouTube videos of it, Chris. Huh? Oh yeah. I suppose we should get Doyle on. Lord Doyle of the Shire.
Cup of tea.
Thank you, Wyland. Distance 2 shot. You what, mate? We didn't have Doll yesterday, no. Bob, we only realised later on. Come on, boy. Arrgh. There he is. Da, 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 da. That's true, Baz. That's very true. Baz, did you see that that video, that 1,000 horsepower Audi RS 4 or 6? Can't remember. I think it was like a Dutch guy driving it down the Autobahn. That was just nuts. SZ cup of tea? Whiteland cup of tea? Has Lord Doyle approved the stamp yet? Not yet. I can't remember, Velia, which one it was. Best hand ever. I think it was an RS6, like a 1,000 horsepower RS6. It was just crazy watching him drive.
Want some cake?
I'm having to listen to sound bites of you while you're stood in the room. It's quite weird. Yeah, but Baz, this one isn't like the speed that he does. It's the way that he gets to the speed, Baz, that's the most ridiculous. Yeah, that's the one. Dutch headcam. It's the speed, like he has a little overlay of the speedo, and it just... You've never seen anything like it. It's just crazy. You being teased though, Doily? It might be auto top NL, yeah, it could be. ASMR, doll style. Wow. Should we not do that? Right, thanks for popping in. Baz, it doesn't, Chris, it doesn't matter because it's an Autobahn. It doesn't matter. See you tomorrow. Enjoy your lack of sleep. People are complaining about their ears now.
Any consolation of it?
Oh, yeah.
Is this a new one or? Yeah. Uh-oh. Debug output. I just mashed the keyboard with my cup of tea and ended up with a debug output. What a blissful dog, thank you very much. He is cute. Most of the emoticons are based on Doyle. You have a lot of speed limits on the Autobahn in Germany. Yeah, but isn't it like... Isn't there like a circle with 4 thin lines? That means there's no limit. Is that what it is? Something like that. Easy fix your cargo problem, build another cargo hub on your new industrial area. I am going to build a cargo hub, but I still have to connect it to a train line from the outside, and there's no external connection anywhere to be seen. So, whichever way you look at it, I'm going to have to build a line. A white sign with a number with 3 black stripes. I thought it was 4, but it didn't have a number, did it? Wow, game. Like a glove. The white sign with 4 stripe does not mean no limit. It means the limit that was given before is now void. Okay, so what's the sign then, Baz? Or Carl? What's the sign that means, like, there's no speed limit? Oh, is that the sound, bro? One sec. Where's your message going? Yeah, that was the one I meant. But I'm being told by Carl that that means the speed limit before is now void. It is that sign. An Autobahn, when you see it, basically means no speed limit. I'm glad you said that, Baz, because when I was driving on the Autobahn in Germany, when I saw that sign, that's when I put my foot down. So I'm so glad you said that. Yeah, the white circle with 4 black stripes through it. The sign of have fun. It's rare nowadays to want 130 k's everywhere. Oh, that was enough. My favourite city? I don't have one. London? I don't know. Train. Let's see. Cargo train terminal. Oh yeah, I think that might be the one Carl was thinking of as well. It's not around your part of Germany, and since I have an Audi and BMW factories close, it won't change soon. Lol. Speed limit sponsored by Audi and BMW. Ash Pringle, 21 months of awesomeness, loving the YouTube videos. Thank you very much, sir. Rista Ryback, trying out my new Thrustmaster TX leather since my G27 died. Didn't you post this before? It's so much smoother and makes you a great driver. Thanks for the recommendation. You're driving me broke. First games, then Ace of Gear, then a chair, then a wheel. Sorry. But you're having fun, Ryback, right? Right, let's go for 2-lane. One way. Risk of Rain 2. Never heard of it. Right, what have we got here? 6-lane. 6-lane road. We need something that can... because we're going to build industry here. We want to be able to get to the highway and to that thing without any junctions. Affected without any sort of intersections. The sign without the number voids every limit by its speed, overtaking, or other stuff. So if you've got... okay, I don't understand though, Carl. If you've got like, I don't know, say 100 with the 4 black lines through it, that means the previous limit of 100 is now cancelled. What's the limit now? I don't know. Who's Joe Rogan Cinema? Right, so yeah, either way, Whiteland, that sign means there's no speed limit, right? Okay, yeah. So I was driving correctly. That was... I didn't get a ticket, so... let's see. Some kind of 6-lane intersection crossover type thing. Something that can handle a lot of traffic as well. 6-lane to 6-lane. I guess that would do it. 6-lane interchange 2, that one. No, that's a highway, isn't it? Six-lane interchange 3. That one? Jeez. It's a pure 6-lane interchange. Yeah, I'm trying to find it, Bez. What do you mean the one you just looked at? You just said nope. I said this one, you went nope, that's a pure 6-lane interchange. Oh god, which one was it now? This one? That thing, I presume. Let's do that. Well, the only thing is, really, technically, this isn't going to be 6 lanes. I mean, we could upgrade this to 3 lanes, but I don't see much point. Let's get the power. Okay, highway connection power. Do I need to do any lane fixing on this? I suppose that's a rhetorical question. Alright, I'm going to guess that that's a right turn only. I'm going to guess that that's a right turn only. Oh boy. I'm going to guess that that's... That doesn't look right. I don't know. That's probably a right turn only. As is that. I don't know if that should be just right. Traffic lights. That'll do. What is this interchange? Don't ask. Don't ask, Pink Taco. It comes out of the mind of a genius. Is that right, Baz? That's what you told me to say, isn't it? I don't like that power line. Shut it, Beaker. Guess we should build some industry, but I don't think people are going to come here to work yet. There's nowhere nearby for them to come from. But nevertheless, we shall build a small industrial area to try and get this thing kick-started. Let's see. It's a meme. It is actually a meme now. Jacob, thank you for 37 months, Jacob Ramius. Where's the... There it is.
Happy anniversary, Nata. Happy anniversary, Nata.
Water, power. Of course, they're going to need services. Ms. Anna Banana, 42 months. The answer to life, the universe, and everything is squirrel. Lol. Thank you, Ms. Anna Banana, for 42 months. Mazda Mike with almost 3 years, dude. Someone should clip it and use it as a soundbite, Andy Drew. I'm sure Whiteland can do it. Where are we going to put the services? That's the question. I reckon... what we can do... we'll put the services here, I think. Mind you, I don't want to build a junction so close to that. Depends how much traffic's going to come this way. If you build it on... I want recycling... Oh, we'll just build them here. I want recycling facilities. Try not to get it too close to that, though. Incineration plants. Yeah. go fully industrial. Burn the rubbish. Welcome to Detroit. We generate our own power. I want to see the Monster Junction for one of you. Just which one, Beth? Which Monster Junction? Look at them all. Like an army of ants. Go and get the rubbish, boys, because we want to burn it. The highway and 4 6-lane exits. Fire department down here. Jeez, that's like a fire station, but it doesn't have very good cover. I don't know how people get to work here yet. I'll have to figure that out. Come on, turn off. Right, let's plop some industrial down and see if people actually turn up. So they can get some workers in here. The Monster Junction, you can feed a highway from 4 different directions. Let's see how we're getting on over here. Uh-oh. That's not good. Well, how long they're without power? Blimey. I want to put some housing nearby as well. They're probably going to need like services as well. I don't think they have any services up here yet. See, because that's elevated, we can actually go all the way under this, which is quite nice. Six lane with trees. Space already occupied. Show the people the Monster Junction. It's the max size I can get out the asset editor. What, do you mean the 30U thing? It's called Highway 26 lane. Oh, there. Yeah, that one. This one came out of the mind of Baz. The largest thing you can build in the editor. Like, completely dwarfs everything. I mean, look at the state of it. Like, really? I'm not spending 100 grand to put that down. And then having to delete it all. Nah. You can see it. It looks like a spider. Actually looks like a spider's web. What kind of public transport do you want here? I suppose we could do metro, couldn't we? I was like thinking should we have a tram, but I think we'll not do a tram on this one. I'll leave it as 6 lanes. Why are we getting red and purple trains coming in? You should place it when your population gets to 500k. I'm so tempted to click that button. There's one person I knew would say that. Oh dear. Four-lane road with medium. That's what we want. 4-lane road. And then we'll have some little side roads coming off it. Twitch community coming to Detroit. Branch off this road or that road? Parks and stuff. Right, where we're going to put our services. I think probably one of them central here, and then they can sort of spread out around this area. So let's put like a hospital. Maybe away from the high street a bit. Fit, eh, you scumbag. You scumbag.